With the end of the tour, the time has come for Fred to make a special announcement.
Well, listen, you've done a great job. It's been a great season for everyone, and you've done a mighty job, and I'd really like to thank you very much, you know, for what you've done, because you're a part of our life, and me and Sandy's life. It's like a big family here. And I'm going to tell you something. There's a bit of a rumour getting around Australia and that I'm going to retire. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to give it another go. It's all over for another year. I was going to retire and that, but I've changed my mind. Good on you, mate. I can't retire. I've got to keep going. I've got to keep going now, you know, because they want me to keep going. The Australian people really want me to keep going because it's a part of Australia, right? And while ever they support me, I'll keep doing it until I just can't stand up. Let's all go and have a drink, eh? Well, I've still got a few years up my sleeve. I've been shot and I've been belted and smashed and all that, but I'm still here. I've been bitten by spiders, I've been bitten by snakes, but I'm still here. And I'm going to be here until I can't get up on that ladder.
It's part of him, it's part of who he is. He's a showman and he's not going to stop being a showman.
I'm glad Fred's still got a few more years left in him. That's a real good feeling. To keep something that's so beautiful to Australia, yeah, that's amazing.
It's the last true tent, you know, it's the last true showman tent. As Fred says, this is Australia, you know, this is the Australian way. It's a great thing.
There's a big night ahead for Fred. Officials from the Queensland Boxing Association have invited Fred and his family to Brisbane for their annual awards night.
I didn't know what to expect. I was quite nervous, you know, and you don't get nervous talking to people and that. And then I just wanted to be a low-key thing, but when I turned up there, all of my mates were there and my daughters were there, and it was quite emotional.
Okay, now this is one that gives me an enormous amount of pleasure to do, because this was 100% agreement that this guy should be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Inductee number 38. Birthplace Como, Western Australia. And mate, we even changed the rules. You're supposed to be born in Queensland. We didn't give a shit. Because this guy was going to be in there. He's the fourth generation of a boxing tent family, and after in excess of 30 years on the showgrounds, is the longest serving boxing tent promoter in Australia, and in fact, the world. His reputation is now legendary throughout the state, and I'd like to proudly say inductee number 38 is the one and only Fred Brophy.
When I was standing up there and I thought, you know, it's taken me over 30 years to get to this stage, and now I've achieved what I've always wanted to achieve when I was a little boy. And I started to feel a bit of a weep in my eye because it was emotional.
Well, I tell you what, this is most probably the best things that have ever happened to me. As I said before, you know, all my life, all I want to do is have a boxing tent, and I've achieved it because that's why I'm here today. And I've got to thank the people that have made it possible. And I'd like to thank all my fighters that's fought for me over the years. I've got a few of them here tonight. There's Butterbean over there, and Egan and that. Because if it wasn't for those blokes, I wouldn't be here. And last of all, I'd like to thank my daughters. Because they've been out on the road with me and they've put up with a lot over the years. And of course, the one that's put up with me the most and I love her very much, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. It's my beautiful wife, Sandy, down there. I love her.
I think he's had a tough start to life, and for people to acknowledge him the way they have and to have the support around him, I think it just really touched home to him how important he was.
I'm the happiest man now to be alive. I've got a good name. It's taken me a long time to get it. The bureaucrats and the politicians, they all accept us. And I'm proud of it. And thank you very much, everyone. I just love everyone. All good.
It's just exciting that Dad's being recognised. It has been a long road, I think, especially for Mum and Dad, so it's very nice.
It's sunk in there that I've achieved what no other boxing tent man has ever achieved. and I've done it, and I've done it successfully, and people respect me.
It doesn't get any better. This doesn't get any better than this. That's the best thing that's ever happened to me apart from you, sweetheart. Tent boxing is part of Australia, and it should be keeping going, and that's what it's all about.
If you're passionate about documentaries, go online to view more programs, read articles and join the discussion at sbs.com.au/Australian.